down here for the offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. He leaves it with his back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moncrief.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moncrief. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man down the middle. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head and can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's wrestled to the ground.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll try the left side. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, UCF 3, Florida State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And the Noles get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. The screen is a great way to get him lathered up, get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Direct snap. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. And the Seminoles have enough for the 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal.
Get set, get set.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
All wideouts, no backs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll set up to throw. He's right on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wide out. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, no! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Slings it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FSU Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? A low line drive and not his best work. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. Can anyone catch him? The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 12.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Bulldozes his way through. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score Florida State 14, UCF 3.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A first down for the offense. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And for some inexplicable reason, he takes a knee. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, UCF 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The Knights line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And they'll take a knee. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First down for this offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. This offense has a 2nd down play. The quarterback takes a knee. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Makes a move. And the returner will be dragged down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first down from the 43. Running it to the right.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that out.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards.
Florida State.
And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
3.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. With the score, Florida State 21, UCF 3.
The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Okay, ready?
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to go up top. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. the offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They feed him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking them. He's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 24, UCF 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina has been able to call in shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense set on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to throw on second down. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On second down, wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, UCF.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Wait for this.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
27.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He wants to throw here on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On the ground, it's Moncrief. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Lasso! Belly stunner! Freedom! Got it!
They'll put the tight end in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to surprise him with the pass. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Okay, ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Blitz. 6-9-1. Gator score.
Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Ready?
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision?
2-9 Philly.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Free go.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Gaucho. Longer.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
One more time.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15.
Cobra. Gaucho. Blitz. Dino.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires and picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCF!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. Trying the left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Out of bounds at the 32. Brings up second down.
One more play to pad the stats. Give to the running back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations around.